All right, Coach, this is your first bowl game, the Oil Can Bowl. How excited are you for your first bowl game?
Well, I don't know about how excited I am for the oil can, but I am excited that it's a first conference game. I know we've got a long history of playing San Diego State, and so I'm not sure of all the different oil cans that have been split back and forth, but we're excited that we're going to start off the Mountain West Conference against a quality opponent.
I don't know if Rocky Long was joking with me back in the media days, but he was not too happy about being scheduled as the homecoming date. He usually thinks that is reserved for like a Cal Poly or something like that. What do you think about that? I mean, homecoming, he's coming in here with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, I think every coach looks for their own motivation on things, and if that's what he wants to read into it, that's what he reads into it. I think homecoming was scheduled on this date before we even got the league schedule, so it's just the way it worked out.
All right.
Coach, with them moving to the Big East next year, is this a rivalry that you'd like to see Fresno State continue in future years?
Absolutely, we would. I think we've reached out to San Diego State to see if we can, continue this game, whether it's a conference game or a non-conference game in the future. I think it's a natural. We've played, I believe, this is the 52nd time. So I think their fans like it. Our fans, certainly like it, and I think it just makes sense.
How receptive has the administration been to doing that? Because obviously you don't want to have one of those like 12-year series that BYU and Boise have or something, or do you?
Well, maybe you do. I don't know. Like I said, we've played a ton of times before. I think geographically it obviously makes sense. We recruit the same pool of kids in many cases, so to get a chance to have our two alumni bases and fan bases settle it on the field, I think is good for the West Coast, good for California. I'd like to continue it, and I think our administration is trying to work that way.
Any sense of, I don't know, maybe fatigue? It's been a long month. This is going to be the 5th game this month, but no, you don't see any fatigue in these guys. I mean, they still feel like after camp.
Absolutely, it's the start of our conference. I think our guys are energized by that. It may be a long month for you guys. We don't look at it that way. We get into our routine as a coaching staff and as players. You come in Sunday, you heal up, you correct errors, and you come back Monday and you got resolved to get the new guy on the schedule. So it's just week 5 on a 12-week journey. So we're well on our way, and I expect us to get better every week, and hopefully we'll do that this week.
Coach, can you talk about the defense? Top 10 in takeaways, I think 30th and third down. I mean, where is the defense at right now as we get ready for San Diego State?
Well, I think we're doing some good things on defense. I've been pleased with how our defensive staff has implemented our defense and how our players have taken our identity, what we've tried to teach them. At the same time, we're 2-2 right now, so nobody's happy about where we're at. So we've played decent at times, but we've got to play better than the opponent's defense, and once we do that, then we'll win football games.
Plummer and Toma, what's their status right now for Saturday?
Well, we're not going to talk about injuries. We anticipate them playing.
Talk about some star power just for the fans' sake. We got Derek, and then we got Newfan on the other side. You got your preseason players of the year. That's going to be kind of a fun matchup. And watching, I asked Derek how he felt, and he said, "I'm still going to throw it to him." What are some of the things that he does that you've seen on film that he does well as a DB?
We just see him, doing terrific things. I mean, he's was a highly recruited guy. He's from my alma mater. He's a guy that he's physical. He can run. He's got a lot of savvy. But we're going to run our offense. So we know where he's at. We've got a lot of respect for him. But we're going to run our stuff.
You look at this conference from top to bottom, and I know you never want to lose one, but do you believe there's no margin for error in this conference right now?
Absolutely. I mean, you look at this conference, I think it's very balanced. I don't know that there's one team who's a top 5 team in the country and guys at the bottom 5. I think we're all, have our strengths. We all have warts, and whoever executes best on Saturdays are going to end up winning this thing. And, we think we've got a shot at it. So does San Diego State, so does Boise, so does Air Force, so does Nevada. I mean, you just go on and on. Every week's going to count, and that's what it should be in the league.
Are you pleased with Rashad this week, and obviously getting him back into the flow of things that changes the special teams as well as the offense?
No doubt. We're real excited to have him. He's got fresh legs. He hasn't played the first 4 weeks, but more than that, he brings a leadership. He brings a maturity that we need at that position. He's been chomping at the bit to play, and I know whether it's on offense or whether it's in special teams, he's looking forward to making big plays.